Hi there. I'm working on solar concentrators, and I just wanted to show you this little model just to get you thinking, I think. And also, well, I'm working on this. It's very simple to get more heat in your home if you have mirrors, and you can catch more sunlight around your home. If you have a farm or you want to keep your stable warm in winter, it's very easy to point more sunlight at the barn, even if there's not that much around. So this is a way to do it. What I made is I made this linear row of mirrors, and they will be tilting like this, going around, and they will be focusing. So let's see if I can. You see the mirror here, see the mirror here, here. You know, the funny thing about this is if I want to track the sun, I can just do this and give it a rotation with the azimuth. Of course, I'm not gonna build it like this. It's gonna be metal, and it's gonna be having stepping motors. Another thing is that if I want to focus these mirrors on the same point, and the sun moves, then I don't have to adjust them differently. You adjust them exactly the same way. So this one, with every, let's say, 2 degrees the sun moves, you have to move this one 1 degree, this one 1 degree, this one 1 degree, and this one 1 degree, independent on which actual angle they have to get focused on the center. And that's a very nice property, because that means that you can drive them all with one motor. You can basically take one motor on the side, put wheels underneath these things, if they're bigger of course, and then drive them at the same time. So you get a pretty sleek and low cost setup, because these mirrors are like 45 euros per square meter. You have a kilowatt hitting a square meter on, well, let's say 600 watts. Let's take a worst case scenario, and that's a lot of watts to focus if you have several of them. I'm planning to make them half meter or half square meter size, each of them, put axles and motors underneath them, and then make rows, several rows. The only problem of course you have is occlusion if you put them like this. If the sun is coming from the east or let's say one of the, probably have to say the south and the north, then these mirrors will overlap and they will not be able to deliver as much reflecting surface as they should or could. So you're gonna have kind of a sinus curve during the day as these mirrors turn with the sun. I don't think that's much of a problem, because of course solar panels and solar heating and solar boilers, as we call them in Holland, solar water heaters, have the same problem, but they're fixed, so they get little less power. You can use these things to simply point them at your window, so you have light in the house. You can also use them to point them at a receiver that you put water in, or you put ammonia in, or some kind of fluid that can, let's say, transport the heat that you concentrate there away from it, and then use it in a good way. And ammonia is very good to use in turbines. Water you can even use in, if you know, this is going to be high temperature, so this is going to be a couple of 100 degrees of Celsius. If you put 10 half square meter mirrors on the same target, you got 5 times the sun. And if the sun is out, then that will get pretty hot, and especially if you catch it in the right way. Anyway, I hope I can show you some progress. I'm also working on my parabolic trough reflector that you can find information on. Tomorrow we're gonna have the vacuum tube collector, the collector tube, which I plan to put in the vacuum in the parabolic trough, and that will get very hot in the summer, and hopefully it will be so hot, or 100% likely it will be so hot that it can drive a steam turbine, which means that you either have hot water or electricity from the same source, and it's a simple parabolic trough collector. So if you like this information, and if you like to support me in doing these things, because they cost money, you can send me a little cash, donate, or you can just click on the ads of my website. My different websites, I'll put a link to my homepage underneath this. I like to be as active as possible to fight climate change, but also to supply the cheapest options that are there for people to create energy for themselves and give them the wealth that they deserve. Thanks for listening, and have a good day.